Going live. It
We're
says
live.
we're live. It says we're live. Going live. Help with answering one question. Say, which
Purple.
of these furniture brands have you heard of? Sleep Number. We've heard of Sleep Number. We've heard of Tempur-Pedic. We've heard of Purple. Have we heard of Casper?
I have.
You have?
Yeah, it's a bed.
Okay. I'm suspected that it was a bed. One of these things is not like the other. I thought it was a hot dog. Sound check is done. Neil Morgan's on here. David Lowe is on here. Navy W is on here. Navy W. I think Navy W's got a convention coming up. I don't think we sent him anything either. William Schmidt-Mutzen is on here. Eric Miller is on here. GW Rules. Holt. His name changed, didn't it? Didn't it used to just be GW Rules? Now he added Holt to it.
I don't try to.
Maybe he got married.
Names. Oh, maybe.
Maybe he got married.
Dennis Cross, Kenneth.
Dennis Cross, Kenneth is on here.
Chris Girardi.
Chris Girardi, you wild man. Getting ready for a convention. Dennis Cross is up in Kansas. Chris Girardi's up that way too. I think Chris Girardi's up there in Kansas. We have a big Manny Marino in the California way. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
I don't know what that means.
But we're going to go ahead and let you say it.
We're going live at approximately Tres Minutos. Let's see. Fun stuff today. So the kids went to Target today. So a big outing. That's like a major event.
Adventure.
In this area. It is an adventure. They load up. They like pack for the trip.
Skip work.
They skip work. They call in sick. They load up in the vehicle.
I requested off.
They stock up on supplies. They check the map, and then they take off across country, heading off towards Target. And hell or high water will not stop them.
Nope.
You're already live. No, not officially, sir. This is not live.
This is the preamble.
This is the pre-live. We are not live so far. How far is it? How far?
1 hour and 20 minutes.
1 hour and 20 minutes to Target.
It's not even the good Target.
Oh, that's not the good Target. That's the one for the poors.
But
yeah.
Hey, the kids make out like bandits.
Since we live in in the sticks, we don't actually have a Target round these.
But one day.
Round these parts.
One day.
Yeah. Now there was actually talk not too long ago about having a Target move in, but it got blocked by some
shady
residential city employees trying to buy up property, which is very interesting. And one of these days I want to tell you the story about the Enid Railroad Wars, which was actually a very similar story. Some shady dealing by property owners trying to buy up property because they knew something was coming in, and then they got screwed out of it due to their shady
I got
deals.
screwed out of it. I was supposed to have a Target.
You got screwed out of a legit Target.
Now look at me.
Damian Larson. Now she has to drive an hour and 20 minutes.
I take off work just so I can go to Target.
Plays hooky, calls in 6, takes off.
Requested off.
Well, so you say.
I'm
not sure why they were calling here looking for you then.
They wouldn't call here. There is no here. They would have called my phone. Get serious. Like we have a landline in this day and age.
All right, so for those of you who haven't already turned in your ballots, be sure to get in your absentee ballots for the June 5th Cherokee Nation elections. Doesn't matter who you're voting for, but the urgent deadline approaching June 5th for the Cherokee Nation election. So be sure and get your votes in. Now, this is our current um, tribal counselor at large. So basically representing everybody that doesn't live in the Cherokee Nation proper, but like like Bessy over here, who and everybody who, but Julia Coates. I think she's been in there for like 25 years. Maybe it's time to give somebody else a shot at it. But maybe she's been doing a good job. I wouldn't really know, but I don't know. Anyway, there's her. There's check your ballot for your Cherokee Nation tribal elections and make sure you get your ballot in before June 5th.
Hey, we're live.
Oh, we're live.
Casual.
Shh.
Go. Wow. You wait till now. Drink faster. I'm gonna. I can't stand you.
Hey everybody, this is Dave here at Pulp Alley, and I am with the world's most dangerous Bessy. Bam! Look at her,
Hello.
big and bold and twice as natural. So we are going to do Dice-O-Rama tonight.
At 8:15.
Somewhere around 8:15.
No, at 8:15.
Hey, so get your numbers in, boys and girls. Get your numbers in early for Dice-O-Rama. We will let Bessy roll this evening. So be sure and put that into your calculations. Adios Gringos gives us a 3. Marty Devine, Damien, get us the numbers in. Neil Morgan gives us an 8. D.W. Lowe says 6. Nay says 7. Marty Devine says 6. Damian Larson is a 12. Eric Miller says $8. Josh Girardi is a 4. William Schmidt-Matson is a 7. Yeah. Vern Jeske is a 10. I think Vern Jeske did 10 last time too. Scott, you need to get in your Dice-O-Rama number. You need to pick a number between 1 and 12. 1 and 12. Scott Howland says a 5. Dennis Cross says 11. Eric Miller has a 3. Bry G got in with a 2. Sir, I'm not rolling. He thinks I'm rolling. You can't. If it was me, I would have rolled it too.
Well,
but Bessy's a big roller.
Yesterday
Big
was
time
not
roller.
great.
Big time
Or last
roller.
week.
Big time roller.
Big time.
High end roller. What else are we going to talk about tonight, Bessy?
Oh, well, that's on the other side. How about our Sarissa giveaway?
Sarissa giveaway. So, are you guys sick of me talking about this? I hope you guys are remembering to get entered for this. But this is the building that we're going to try and give away. This is the kit right here. Look at it. Beautiful that it is. So we're going to try and give this away on June 1st. And that's a Thursday evening, just like this
Next
is.
Thursday.
Is it next Thursday?
I think so.
We're going to try and give this away next Thursday. Next Thursday, we're going to do a drawing and try and give this away via drawing. So you have 2 ways to get entered, and you can actually get 2 entries in. So you need to make sure you put a comment on the game that we played on the 21st. So if you haven't already, make sure you go back to the video that we posted on the 21st. That was the video called The Raid. It was a game that we played. It actually probably says something like Pulp Alley game playthrough or something like that would be the title of it. But if you look at the thumbnail, it probably has the picture and it says The Raid, right? Is that the one we did last week?
Yes.
Okay. So that gets you 1 entry. Now the other entry, you need to make a comment on the Sunday game coming up this Sunday. And you're not going to have a whole lot of time, but as soon as that game posts on Sunday, let's say around 1 o'clock or so, whatever time it's available for you to put a comment on, then you can go back to that game on the 28th and just leave a comment. You don't have to include a secret word or anything like that. And if you do both of those, if you put a comment on the game on the 21st and on the 28th, then that's going to get you 2 entries into the drawing. And then we're going to do the giveaway on
Thursday, June 1st.
Thursday, June 1st. Thursday, June 1st. We're going to give this away. And if you're wondering what it looks like when it's all put together, it looks a little something. Don't forget to get your numbers in, everybody. Don't forget to get your numbers in for Church Bingo Night here is better than WWE Wrestling. So this is the building right here. Hey, and I have some questions for you folks out there. Has anybody been building these city block buildings by Sarissa? Is anybody putting these together? Here's the one that I did. So check that out. How's that look? How's that looking? So I had to make a few changes to mine just so it kind of fit my terrain. So it used to have a sidewalk out here, but I pulled that off. I put some little gidgy gadgets out here. Check out the top now. It's got some gidgy up there. Got a little chimney over there and a stink stack here and a venti stack here and an opening there. And then, because I thought, well, there should be a way to get up to the roof, right? So why do I not have a way to get up to the roof? Let me see if I can show you this. So from there, looky here, now there's a ladder. So I got a little ladder from things from the basement and put a ladder in. So now there's a ladder, so you can go up that ladder and it connects to the hatch. So that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
And then on the inside, of course, this part comes up, and then you got like, some sort of stain over there. I don't want to discuss what that is, but then I got stuff on the walls. I got a little hatch under the stairs as well. And then over here careful.
Dear.
Maybe I should have moved the building instead. And I have a little junction box back there. So kind of threw some stuff on it. And then the one thing else that I wanted to do, go to camera one. The other thing that I really wanted to do was to put some posters on the outside. I couldn't find them. So I bought some O-scale stickers, some vintage signage that I've used on a bunch of my other buildings. But I knew I had some left over, but I looked around and I couldn't find them. So I'm going to have to order some more. Just so I have something. Staying equals perilous area. If you're on here, boys and girls, make sure you take a moment right now and hit that like button for us. That would be awesome. If you're on here right now, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you get a number, post a number between 1 and 12 because Dice-A-Rama is coming up in approximately
7 minutes.
7 minutes. 7-minute countdown for Dice-A-Rama is what we are in. So we're in the red zone right now. We are in.
I don't think we are.
We're in the red zone.
It's a long red zone.
I'm missing some wheels. Doggone it. I don't know what happened to them. So I was wanting to work on this a little bit. So I took the wheels off so I could paint it. And now I don't know where my wheels are. So I got 4.
Just like your son.
I got 4. I got 4 wheels here, but I'm missing 2 of them. I don't know. I don't even think those are the right wheels. I think those wheels are for this one, which also apparently doesn't have any wheels either. So I'm like way short on wheels now. I don't know. I think Bessy's been stealing them.
The Phipsmen apparently cannot handle their wheels.
Probably true. So I did order a couple more.
Where did you get that?
What?
Where did you get that?
That is a Unimodels. I still have the box for it somewhere. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run up to Sonic and get something to drink.
I want something to drink. It is pretty snazzy.
What?
This wheelless wonder.
Yeah, but it doesn't have wheels. So here it is. Give me this.
I remember
one
when you
again.
started that.
Yeah, years ago.
Years and years. That's why you lost all the wheels.
I know it. So Unimodels, I believe they're out of the Ukraine. You can still find these on eBay and such like that, but that's what that is. But they're not as bad as Ace models, but they're They're not great models, but for 1930s, and the prices do kind of vary a lot on eBay, so you kind of have to be careful. Um, if you can find them around 25 bucks, I'd say go ahead and get it. If they're much more than that, that's up to you. If they're lower than that, get two. Okay.
Solid advice.
We're going to be doing Dicerama in about 4 minutes. If you joined us late, bad neighborhood. Yeah, I lost my wheels. I like the style of Dave's shirt as well. So, you guys like this one? Somebody else was saying that they liked this one. So, this is embroidered on here. Give me a 4. So, here's boob cam. So it's
Ooh.
embroidered on there. It's not a sticker or a um, screened or anything. Um, so do you guys like this one? Because we might try to do some more of these if you guys like these. We did just do the printed shirts.
Mhm.
How did you guys like those? Those of you that got those, would you want something like this? I don't know. I don't know. I have another one that just has the patch on the sleeve, and I wear that one. I was wearing that today while I was working on stuff, like a man.
And that's why you lose wheels, because you just do this.
Just do this. This is pretty much how I work, mostly all the time. Stuff flying everywhere. I had to change the belt on the tractor yesterday. All right. Good thing Bessy was there to help me and tell me what to do. And the great thing is, and I like working on the tractor because I always end up with extra parts when I'm done. So that's pretty cool. Eventually I'll have enough parts to build a whole nother
Or
tractor.
you could put them back and we could keep the tractor that we spent money on.
They're just extra parts. You don't need them back on there.
They're not.
They're extra parts. They're just extras. You don't need them on there. Sleeve patch polos, all good. Very nice.
So
Put me down for one if when they're ready for sale. All right, well, throw me some sizes in the chat, or maybe
a bomber jacket. I'd wear the heck out of that.
that might be a little expensive.
Well, it's not for everyone.
We are a for everyone game.
Well, if you can't buy it, you can't buy it.
Phantom Ace scarf. That's true. No. I think it might just be like, what do they call those? The sweater that just had like the sweater neck and then it just hugged down over the. It had a name. What was
Oh,
the,
son of a
I think that's just
bitch!
like his
No, I know
scarf.
it.
It like
No.
it buttons in the back. A Dickie, yes, Dickies. How did I forget that? Hey, Dicerama at 1 minute. So here's what we're going to give away tonight. Have you guys seen these lovelies here? So again, these are cards with ancient roots. Ancient roots. Boys and girls, right now, if you haven't already, if you're on here and you have not given Bessy a Dicerama number, be sure and get it entered right now. It is almost 8:15, and that's when Bessy insists on rolling her Dicerama deal. Now we have to be careful. We cannot do more than 5. By the way, if you won one of the cards last week, Bessy has not, for some reason, has not mailed those out yet. So
They are prepped and ready. Somebody hasn't gone to the post office.
All right, so check this out.
But they're all written with lovely notes from.
Oh, so look at these. These are original Pulp Alley printer cards, and you can see the linen texture in this. We stopped using this printer because, gosh, what was it? It's got to be like, it's well over 5 years ago. They jacked up their prices like significantly overnight without any warning. I just went in to order cards and the prices were basically about double what they had been the day before. And this was probably over 5 years ago. So it really sent us into a tizzy where we were just like, well, what do we do now? You know, um, and it was a big deal. It was a big deal. Was that before your time?
No, I remember.
Okay, so it was a really big deal because regardless of them saying like different card printers will say that the cards are poker size and yada yada yada. Anytime you get cards from different printers, they almost never match what you had. And the reason is because they're just subtle differences. Like when you want to put the deck together and shuffle, some of the cards are going to be a little bit different size. That's going to screw up your shuffling and yada yada. So it was a big deal when we had to switch printers, and we've been with the same printer now since we made the switch.
Hmm.
They also raised their prices a couple years ago now, right?
Yeah.
And we went shopping as soon as they raised their prices. We went shopping around looking for somebody else to print with because they basically increased the price so that like our cost to print a starter deck went up by $5. Like a starter deck, a single starter deck was going to cost us $5 more to print than it was the day before. Um, so that was that, and we ended up having to raise our prices to account for it. But anyway, this is the original printer. Even the color is slightly different.
Hmm.
And I
I
know
don't
you
think it
can't.
reads as much
Yeah, it's
on
almost
camera.
got a little bit of an orange,
Uh-huh.
and I don't think you can actually see the difference, but you could probably see the linen texture here. So these are original cards. These are cards that were printed long, long ago. Now the card itself is called Stack the Deck. Now we do still print this card. I believe this is in the Phantom Pack number 1, maybe. Phantom Pack number 1 may actually have this card in it, uh, but it won't have this linen texture. Might be worded slightly different, but it should be about the same. They belong in a museum. So a really cool card. Do you guys know what this one does? It says when an enemy activates, select one fortune card from the discard pile and place it on top of the deck. That's kind of dirty, right? Select so when an enemy character activates, you get to pick a card out of the discard pile and move it to the top of the fortune deck. So why would you do that? Why when an enemy activated, why would you put a card up on top of the fortune deck?
Why would you?
Why would you? What if they were in a perilous area?
Oh.
What if they were in a perilous area? Remember,
Oh.
fortune card effects happen first. So when they activate, if you want to use a fortune card, you can say, I'm going to use a fortune card. I'm going to go through the discard pile and I'll find a card with a big challenge on it, and then I'll put it up on top of the fortune deck. Same way if you felt like they were about to go for a plot
Plot
point,
point.
that sort of thing. So there's a lot of fun ways, and those are if you're not now for our games that we play live every Sunday, we don't use these cards. But there's a lot of really cool cards in the Phantom packs, in the Pact of the Aganali,
Hmm.
in the Secret Charter, in the Shadow Legacy. Very cool cards,
Pooh.
right? Yeah, Pooh. Very cool cards. We don't use them on our Sunday game because we know that not everybody that we play with is going to have the same cards available. So we want to make sure that whoever we're playing with out there has access to the exact same deck that we're using, almost, because we actually throw a get well in there
All
or
right,
stay
let's
well.
roll.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to try and give away as many as we can. If you haven't already, your last chance to get a number in. Um, and okay, here we go. So if we have a lot of duplicates, then that'll kind of control how many times we get to roll, right? Um, oh, Okay, here's the thingy. Here's the dice. Here's the thingy. Here's this. So here's the first roll. Here's the first roll. Dice-O-Rama is coming at you, live and in spectacular color. 9. Or is that a 6? A 9. Is there a 9 on there? Did anybody say 9?
3, 8, 6, 7, 6, 12, 4, 7, 10, 2, 3, 11, 5, 3.
Okay. Okay. We did not have a 9. We did not have a 9. So pick it up, Bessy. Here we go again. Dice-O-Rama. 8. Oh, we have an 8.
We have a couple 8s.
How many 8s do we have? Neil Morgan is an 8.
Jim Stute.
Jim Stute is an 8.
We have a Neil Morgan. And that's it.
Okay. I still have 3. I still have 3. Did any of the numbers?
Nay.
What?
She forgot her number. You 7.
You're a 7, Nay. That's what Bessy has you down as, is 7. I still have 3 cards. Is there any of them that have 4 people on? No? Okay, so
No.
we can do another roll. We can do another roll. Let's do it, Bessy. 3.
Got a couple 3s.
2 3s.
3 3s.
3 3s. That's going to wipe us out.
Okay, we got Adios Gringo.
Adios Gringos. You got a 3.
Eric Miller.
Eric Miller. You got a 3.
And Kenneth.
And Kenneth. You got a card as well. So, Bessy, what do they need to do?
They need to email or Facebook message their shipping address so I know where to send the cards. I cannot mind meld them to you. So I need those informations in order to claim your prize.
To claim your prize, you got to make sure to send us an email or a Facebook message that includes your shipping address so we know where to send it. We don't even know if you move or anything like that, so we're always a little bit cautious. We can't, resend these. These are limited. We only have 5 of these. They're like, I cannot come up with another one. These are extinct.
Oh, you couldn't print?
I could not. No, because these are from a different printer. I can't even print from these guys anymore. Not after what I said to them. I can't go back to there.
That's true.
Bessy, what else do we have to go over tonight? Make sure we get your address.
Okay, the email address is pulpalley@gmail.com.
Pulpalley@gmail.com. Or you can send us a Facebook message to Pulp Alley, I guess. Is it Pulp Alley or David or Bessy Phipps? I don't know. I don't know what it's called on the Facebook. Red Mist is on here. Missed it by that much. Bessy, what else are we going over tonight?
Well, you want to talk about some other Sarissa buildings that you ordered?
Yes. So I need to know if you guys have got any more of these city block buildings, and if you've actually put some together. Because I was looking at them on the online. On the onlines, on the interwebs, and some of the city block buildings, and correct me if I'm wrong, are 2-story, but I don't see that there's stairs connecting them. Like this one definitely has stairs to get to the second floor. But do some of the city block buildings not have stairs to go to the second floor? So that seems kind of weird to me. Like I'm not sure I understand the idea there. Maybe I understand,
Maybe there's an elevator.
Maybe, but wouldn't it still have stairs?
No.
If
there's a fire, out of luck.
I think it would have stairs. I think it would.
Don't tell them how to create.
I'm just saying that I was looking at them and I was like going, well, I don't see the stairs. Where are the stairs? How do you get to the second floor? And even on the ones where you can add a floor, you can add like Sarissa doesn't have stairs in their buildings.
I told you.
Typically doesn't. How is that possible?
Pre-OSHA.
You don't need no stinking stairs. If I want to get to the second floor, I need stairs.
Elevators. And they were cute back then too.
They were cute elevators, like the continuous elevators that just
Yeah.
like are constantly moving.
Death traps. I
The
love it.
horrible death traps. Um, I think those they still exist somewhere in Germany. I think they may
Oh, I
still
want
have
to
those sort of
go.
those use your jetpack, of course. Vying to a Tarzan. I don't understand the idea of not having stairs. That just blows my mind. So I did order. I've added several to their World War II building. So you've got. So they don't have stairs. It just seems weird. Um, and then what else was it? So uh, downfall of those of us used to foreground. Okay. Yeah, and then the fact that you can't open in their doors is kind of weird too. So that was something. But anyway, so I ordered a um, a fire station,
Hmm.
and which is a little bit narrower than this one, but I believe it's the same height, and that's why I wanted to get my fire truck out and
Wheelless
finished.
fire truck.
Well, why do you have to be like that?
Because it's funny.
Why?
It's
Why
funny.
don't? Why are you picking on my poor fire truck?
Because you and
My
your
li-
son are
my
identical.
my little.
All of his trucks have no wheels.
We like taking them off, and then we lose them, and we can't find them. So I got the fire station, and I got the commercial building. So I got two new buildings from them. Both of them are 2-story, and as far as I could tell, looking as close as I could, it didn't look like they had stairs. So I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna have to figure out how
Have
to,
Jerry build you some.
yeah, build a staircase. It seems
A
like
spiral
it
staircase.
seems yeah, it seems like that should be something in their accessories or something. There should be, here's stairs, so you can actually put stairs in our buildings. Even if they didn't want to like include it in the cost. Fire pole, yeah. The fire station actually does have a circle in the floor for the fire pole, but it does, as far as I could tell, it didn't actually have a pole. So neither
Oh.
does it have. It's just instead, it's just a hole in the floor. You just jump down, you know.
Sure.
But things from the basement. Maybe I ought to tell Jorg to build something like that. I want to show you some of these cool things from the basement thingies
All
that
right,
I
we got a
got.
couple more minutes.
Couple more minutes. Bessy's rushing me here. So, some wayside shrines. This looks terrible. Let me see if I can get it
That
to
looks
show
a
up.
little better.
That looks pretty nice, doesn't it? So, a couple Asian shrine sort of things. Very nice. I'm looking forward to getting that put together because I want to do almost like a Chinatown sort of setting, and I think something like this would be fun to have. So these are cool, and there's no way you could see it in this picture. Let me think where I built one of these, but they're lockers. They're metal lockers. What did I do with the one I built? I built one today. I wonder where it's at. Hold on. Hold on. I'll be back later.
Uno momento.
I'll be back later.
La da 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 da
Here,
da
here,
da. Oh, here we go.
here, or this. Look at that. See, I
Ooh,
think that looks
cute. Those are
neat.
snazzy.
Doesn't that look cool? So that would go in a lot of different buildings, a lot of different buildings, having lockers like that. And it's a wonderful little plot point, too. There could be a disguise, right? You go to the locker, you have to do the plot point, and you get, the reward is
The
you
lab
get
coat.
the lab coat or a disguise or something like
Mustache.
that out of there, a fake mustache. So that's pretty
Or
cool.
fake mustache and
And
lab coat.
8 of them for
8.
$6.50. York does a really nice deal on this sort of stuff. $6.50, and it looks like you get about 8 or so of those lockers. So that's pretty nice. The little wayside shrine, $6.50 for those. This little thing here. Now I pay full price for all these. This isn't an advertisement or anything like that. So $12.50 for this one. workshop equipment. Gosh, I wish I could show you this. That's a terrible picture. Anyway, I'll get some of it put together and show it to you. So here's the package of ladders. And people tell me, oh, well, I could make that, right? Well, I make stuff too, but my time is
Limited.
worth something. And you know what? For $4.50, I'm going to let Jorg make my frickin' ladders. Thank you very much. So
Don't get too
your
hot.
your time may not be worth $4.50, but mine is. Actually, it's worth $4.51, according to
Oh.
Bessy. So some more little lanterns here, lantern pieces, again $5.50 for four of those. Some workshop benches, look at those, and stools to sit
Ooh.
upon. So again, $6.50. And this is the one that hopefully I'll get Jerry to put together for me tomorrow. This was 25 buckaroos, dollar bucks.
Oh my
And
God.
this is a storage shelter. So I thought, I'm not sure exactly how big this is, but I thought this might even fit a small plane. I'm just going to have to wait and see if the wingspan is wide enough to get it in there. I suppose I could have looked that up before I bought it. But, sometimes Jerry just wants things to build. So we're going to give him something like that to put together. All right.
I think that's,
Bessy, is that the end of my list?
don't forget Vice Alley.
Bye, Sally, on Sundays.
10
And
p-
who's
10 p.m.
playing
10
this
a.m.
Sunday? 10 a.m. on
I
Sunday. We're
believe it's
doing our
Chris and
Vice Alley
DW.
campaign. Be sure and follow along at home. What's the date?
28th. It'll be the
28th.
28th. So it'll be Chris Girardi and
Chris
DW
Girardi
Lowe.
and David Lowe. And Chris Girardi is right now hanging in second place. David Lowe, I believe, might be in last place currently, or he might be in third behind Chris. He might still be above David Meisner.
Yeah.
Um, but
Let's get a Dalmatian.
do what? A Dalmatian Dave. We do need it. We do need a dog. We do need a Dalmatian for the fire department. You're exactly right.
But we could get a real one and then take a picture.
Stop. 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 You have children. You don't get dogs too.
Oh.
And you have a cat.
You didn't.
Cat?
You didn't tell me that when we started this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There was no mention in the
Mm-hmm,
contract.
mm-hmm. If you want to get rid of the kids, we can get a dog.
What if we get rid of the cat?
A cat and at least one of the kids, and then we can
Who's
get a
gonna
dog.
pick a kid?
We can. I think you can sell them.
What, we got Dice-O-Rama?
Dice-O-Rama. We'll pack them up and ship them off. Red Queen is like absolutely crushing it. And last scenario, she sat on top of the major plot point like a queen. Red Queen sat the whole game on top of the major plot point and said, "Here I am, come and get it." And nobody got even anywhere near her. She is a queen. She sits there and directs everything around her. Did you see the way she was stealing the initiative and becoming the director? It was just like bam, bam, bam.
Pesky.
Oh, she is brutal.
Brutal.
Red Queen is brutal. Somebody's got to try and hunt her down and give her a thumping if you can get to her. But of course, for Dave Meisner, Meathead, he tried to put Meathead on there again, and you saw how Meathead had to ignore. Now, it is true that I made some incredible health checks during that scenario too. Like there were multiple times that I was rolling 3 or 4 dice for a health check. Once I rolled 27 dice for a health check, passed them all. 27 dice health check, and just boom, nailed it. So
Wrong.
you weren't there. You don't even know.
Wrong.
You weren't there.
Wrong,
You weren't
wrong.
there.
You're wrong.
You weren't
You're
there.
wrong.
So don't miss this weekend, this Sunday, and I guess play us out of here, Bessy. Thanks so much for playing with us tonight, everybody. Bessy. Dave.